All right, y'all. Today we're talking about something that you're probably pretty familiar with, procrastination. Let me be honest, I myself am an experienced procrastinator. In fact, when I was in college, I was in a public speaking class, and I had to give a speech on a topic of which I was an expert. What did I choose? Procrastination. And did I procrastinate in writing that speech? Absolutely. So much so that when it came time to give the speech, I wasn't ready. I remember waking up that morning and thinking, what excuse can I possibly come up with? So I emailed my professor and told her I had diarrhea and wouldn't make it to class. All this is to say, procrastination is something we can all probably handle and get better at. And you also shouldn't lie to your teachers or professors. But maybe you're thinking, why do I really need to get better at not procrastinating? Maybe you think you're really good at it. Maybe you're just like, I'm a procrastinator, it's who I am. I'm not really that motivated to change it. Well, here's the truth of the matter. Procrastination can actually have some serious negative consequences. It can have negative consequences on your schoolwork, on your grades, and even your overall health. Research has shown that students who regularly procrastinate have higher levels of frustration, stress, and anxiety. So, let's talk about what we can do to help you be better at not procrastinating. To do this, we're going to talk about the types of procrastinators, why we do it, and how you can get better. So as I go through this list, I want you to be thinking, is this me? Now maybe, as I go through this list of 6 types of procrastinators, you think you're all of them, but really try to tune in and see which one you resonate with the most. So let's get started. First are worriers. Worriers think, I don't even know how to get started. I don't even know what to do, so how can I possibly get after it? Next up is our avoiders. You have so much going on and so much to do that you are always doing something, but then you procrastinate on doing the things that really matter. Next up, gamers, scrollers, and viewers. You know this is you if you are like, I'd really rather enjoy my time than do what I know I need to do. So, social media, your games, you start spending a little bit of time on it, and next thing you know, your day's pretty much gone. Next up are postponers. Now you think, I've got time to do that later, which means maybe you aren't great with the time management part of knowing how long something's going to take. Or maybe you just really like to think about how you're going to approach that project or that essay. You think about all the different ways you go about it. You're even kind of creative. But at the end of the day, you don't get started when you need to. Next is our perfectionist. Perfectionist, you want to make sure that your essay, your project is flawless. So you spend so much time on that you actually put off and procrastinate doing other things that matter too. And last, we have our crammers. That's right, you're the ones who've probably convinced yourself that you do your best work at the last minute. You might even enjoy that adrenaline rush of seeing if you can get that essay done a minute, 2 minutes before the actual due date. All right, so I hope that you identified what you are. Because next, we want to think of one helpful action step for every type of our procrastinator. Let's start with our worriers. Let me give you a little inside look of a teacher's thinking. Attempting it is much better than just not doing it at all. But I know that sometimes effort doesn't always get you the grade you want. So please don't be afraid to ask for help. You don't look dumb for asking a question. You look like you really care about doing it right. Next up are avoiders. I want you to take your plan or your to-do list and look at everything you have in there to do. Then prioritize what's most important. If you're having a hard time figuring out what is most important, think about what might have the biggest impact. The biggest impact on a grade, or even the biggest impact on your stress level, and start with those top priorities. And next up, gamers, scrollers, and viewers. With y'all, we're going to take a baby step. Because getting something done is better than getting nothing done. So here's what you can do. Start by getting something done, even if it's the easiest thing on your to-do list. You can give yourself a break, 15, 30 minutes, to do what you enjoy, gaming, scrolling, viewing, but then make sure you get back to what has to be done. All right, postponers, here's the key for you. You want to tell yourself that the deadline is actually earlier than it is, and then share that with somebody, a parent, a sibling, a friend you regularly talk to, somebody that's going to hold you accountable, because that's going to be important. Once you share that, you've got a little expectation that you're going to get it done before it's really too late. All right, perfectionist. For y'all, I want you to think about, what do I really need to accomplish on this assignment, on this essay? What's the task that I've been given? Once you know that, you're going to give yourself a reasonable time limit. Try to work within that time limit, and if you find yourself getting distracted or really trying to perfect something that doesn't add that much to your purpose, go ahead and move on. And when that time limit is over, stop and see what all you've accomplished in that time. And last is our crammers. I want you to be honest with yourself. You really aren't doing your best work by waiting to the last minute. You aren't giving yourself time to check for mistakes. And your best brain isn't one that's running off of adrenaline. All right, I hope all this was helpful, because at the end of the day, we want you to be your best self. And that means doing whatever we can to help reduce the frustration, the anxiety, and the stress. Remember, overcoming procrastination does take practice, but you can improve. All right, until next time, keep being your best.